Hello everyone, so in this video I'm just going to do a quick voiceover and really just kind of give you guys a quick rough idea of all the functions that are on the multiport valve and when you are going to use them. So before I get into every slot on the valve, I just want to say a quick note that every single time before you change the multi-port valve, you need to make sure to turn off your pump. Never change the valve to a different port while the pump is running. Okay, so the first function we're going to talk about is the filter. And this is what it's going to be set on 99% of the time, and this is obviously what is going to run the filter. So basically, the pump is what sucks the water in, and then it pushes it into the multiport valve. And when it's set on filter, that's going to shoot the water through the sand, which will filter all the water. And then it goes back up into the multiport valve, and then it goes to your return back into the pool. The next port selection is waste, and this will suck, the pump will suck the water in, and it will go to the multiport valve, and the multiport valve will shoot it straight to the waste hose. So it won't even go through the system, the filter system at all. It just goes straight out. And this will mostly be used if you're lowering the water level, or maybe if you are vacuuming and you just want it to go straight out. So the next position is the closed port. And to be perfectly honest with you, you probably won't even use this one. This basically just doesn't allow any water to go through the multiport valve. And the only scenario that you would probably use this is when you're winterizing your pool. And even then, you can accomplish the winterizing process without even using this port. So you probably won't use this port, but now you know what it does. Okay, so next is the backwash, and this is probably the second most used part of your multiport valve system. And this is basically when you need to clean out the sand filter. And we do have another video explaining how you backwash your sand filter. But basically, you put it to the backwash, and it will take all the debris up out of the sand that's been filtering your water, and it will shoot it out of the waste. So next is the recirculate, and this is kind of like the waste in the sense that, for example, the waste goes into the multiport and goes straight out of the waste port. And the recirculate, the water will come into the port and it will go straight back into the pool. So they both bypass the filter system completely. And really the only time you're going to use recirculate is if you have a leak or some other fix that you have to do on your filter system, and you just want to keep the water circulating but not going through the filter. Alright, so next is rinse. And rinse is something you need to do every time after you backwash. So rinse basically is going to rinse out the multiport valve. So after you backwash, sometimes some debris can be stuck or left inside of the multiport valve. So what rinsing does is it just cleans that all out before you return the water back into the pool, so it doesn't shoot that debris into the pool. I would recommend keeping it on rinse for about 30 seconds. Okay, and the last one is the winterize valve, and this is, as you would probably guess, it's for when you're winterizing your pool. So basically, if you notice when you put it onto the winterize, it actually doesn't close completely, and that's for a reason. So when you put it on winterize, it keeps the port popped up. And this is so if there is any water left in it that happens to freeze over winter, that it gives it space for that water to freeze, so it won't break anything.